joining us. It's been an exciting week for transportation in Kansas. On Wednesday, we introduced legislation for Forward, our next 10-year transportation program. It is truly a remarkable program. It's going to work for Kansans because it was built for Kansans. And today, we celebrate the groundbreaking for the Turner Diagonal Interchange, a project that truly represents the future of transportation in Kansas and adheres to the guiding principles of Forward. It's a great example of what happens when you leverage partnerships, public-private partnerships, and local, state, and federal resources working together to deliver better service for Kansas. On behalf of the Kansas Department of Transportation and the Kansas Turnpike Authority, thank you to the Unified Government of Kansas City, Kansas, and Wyandotte County for bringing the project to us, for partnering with NorthPoint Development, and for applying for the federal grants to help fund it. We're honored to have a number of dignitaries here today, including Congresswoman Sharice and Jason Osterhaus from Senator Jerry Moran's office. Thank you for being here. As you'll see from today's speakers, this project was truly a team effort, and I'd like to start by bringing up one of the crucial partners of the effort. Please join me in welcoming Kansas Governor Laura Kelly.
Well, Mayor Albee, I appreciate your offer, but then nobody could see my Chiefs coat. And I also want to make note that I was a Pi in college. Our pin was an arrow. Our pledge pin was an arrowhead. I got it on today. Well, Sunday will be a great day for the Chiefs, for Kansas, for Missouri, but today is a particularly great day for Kansas. Today we're here to showcase what we can accomplish when we work hard and when we work together. The new Turner Diagonal Interchange will make travel safer, open up economic development opportunities in the region, and modernize our infrastructure to allow us to be more competitive in the new decade and beyond. We know transportations begin long before the shovels hit the dirt, so it's important to reflect on how we got here today. Once the unified government recognized the potential for this area, it partnered with the Kansas Department of Transportation, the Kansas Turnpike Authority, and NorthPoint Development to develop a vision and a plan. The collaboration resulted in an innovative approach, one that accelerated the timeline and resulted in a $13.8 million federal build grant. The remainder of the project costs will be funded by the Unified Government, KDOT, and NorthPoint Development. We know transportation needs across our state and related costs are significant. This project is a great example of how a thoughtful partnership can make dollars available for infrastructure stretch even further. Such partnerships also can help deliver projects in less time. Clarkson Construction and Trans Systems, the design-build team, committed to having the project completed by November of this year, 18 months faster than the traditional delivery method. This means the construction jobs will arrive more quickly, and travelers will be able to access a safer interchange even sooner. Businesses in particular will make the most of this improved strategic location. From where we're standing, you can access most every place in this nation in a 2-day drive. This is a prime spot for growing logistics and distribution centers, and we must do all we can to take advantage of this opportunity. With hundreds of acres of land open up due to the simplified design, such growth can indeed take place. The Interchange project also is critical for existing businesses, such as the Amazon Fulfillment Center that opened in 2018 and employs hundreds of Kansans. The improvements will also be welcomed by the trucking community because of upgraded truck staging areas and enhanced freight mobility in the region. More than 65,000 vehicles of all kinds pass through this area daily, and we want to make every commute as safe and as efficient as possible. And folks who don't drive, or those who want to walk will appreciate the addition of pedestrian paths and sidewalks. During KDOT local council meetings this summer and fall, Kansans made it clear that they want more walkable communities, so it's good to know that this project will do just that. The more people walk, the healthier they are, and that benefits all of us. Improved safety, increased walkability, job growth, expanded economic opportunities, enhanced mobility. When we work together, we truly can accomplish great things. Thank you to all who helped make this happen. And now I'm honored to introduce U.S. Congresswoman Sharice Davids. We're not only happy to have her join us here today, we're also very happy to have her representation on the House Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure. Please join me in welcoming Congresswoman Sharice Davids.
Thank you, Governor Kelly, and thank you to everyone who's out here today. It's not that cold, but it's cold to stand outside, so I appreciate everybody coming out here for what is definitely this is an essential project, so coming out to show support at the groundbreaking is pretty phenomenal. And thank you to Governor Kelly. The last thing she talked about was how we need to work together to make sure that we're getting these projects done and highlighting what's going to be most beneficial and important to the community. And I could not agree more. It's why I am excited to be a partner at the federal level. I know that the Turner Diagonal Interchange is, first of all, this is so important not just for our region, but for the entire country. We really sit at a really important place in our country's infrastructure when we're talking about getting goods places, whether it's on our highways, our rail, or because we have the Kansas and Missouri meeting here, our intermodal network here is vital to the entire country, and that means a thriving economy, that means jobs for people, and so I'm going to keep doing everything I can at the federal level to make sure that we're getting those dollars back here where it's so important, because if we're doing well, the entire country is going to do better. So I'm very focused on that. In fact, it's one of the reasons that I advocated to get onto the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, not just because infrastructure is the thing that really gets my blood flowing, but because, and it's obviously the sexiest topic we could be talking about, but because it is really the way that we're going to set not just ourselves up, but our children and our grandchildren up for a thriving economy, for opportunities, whether it's to get to their jobs, their health care, education, and even recreation. So I think that these are the kinds of things that with strong federal, state, and local partners, we can make sure that Kansas is seeing the fruits of actually the resources that we're sending to the federal level. So the last thing I want to kind of just say, I'm not going to drone on, I know that's what members of Congress do a lot, but the last thing I want to say is just how important this particular project has been for a lot of folks. I know people have been working on this for a long time, and I want to continue to make sure that I'm listening to the needs of the 3rd District here. And just earlier today, I sat down with a number of mayors from, actually, this is the second time I'm seeing Mayor Alvey today. But I sat down with a lot of mayors from around the district, and infrastructure was really the top issue that folks are concerned about. So I'm going to continue to fight for that. I'm going to continue to be a strong voice on the T&I committee. I brought Chairman DeFazio out here not too long ago to just show him how important this area is to our country's infrastructure. So keep up the good work, and thank you all so much for braving this weather. And also, obviously, I'm looking forward to celebrating with everybody after this Sunday's. That's all I'm going to say for right now, after this Sunday.
Thank you, Representative Davids. Now I'm happy to introduce our federal partner in this project, U.S. Department of Transportation, represented by the Director of Intergovernmental Affairs, Sean Poole.
Well, these are three great representatives here, and the mayor and everyone else. It's extremely hard to follow acts like these, but I will do my best. On behalf of the U.S. Transportation Secretary Elaine L. Chao, thank you very much for having us here. It is a true testament of partnership with this project. It's a pleasure to be here today to celebrate this groundbreaking. We know part of the goal of improving transportation infrastructure is to provide safer travel, enhance quality of life, and increase economic opportunity. The I-70 Turner Diagonal Interchange project does all of that. And it is an example for the rest of the nation in accomplishing these objectives. The interstate system is literally the backbone of our economy. The stronger our road system is, the stronger our economy becomes. Because goods get to market easier and workers can get to and from jobs more safely. The reconfiguration of this interstate interchange will make it possible for more than 65,000 travelers to have safer and less congested connection to jobs, education, and other opportunities. The truck operators who use I-70 will also have an easier time transporting freight and will greatly benefit from improved traffic conditions. The I-70 Turner Diagonal project received $13.8 million from the Better Utilizing Investments to Leverage Development, or BUILD grant program in 2018. The BUILD grant program supports road, rail, transit, and port infrastructure projects across the country and has served as a down payment on our nation's infrastructure. In 2019, the department awarded $1.7 billion under the BUILD and the Infrastructure for Rebuilding America, or INFRA, discretionary grant programs. But the demand for these programs far exceed the available funds. The programs promote the advancement of infrastructure projects that enhance economic vitality through innovation and collaboration between federal, state, and local government and the private sector. Congratulations are in order for obtaining this very competitive grant as the result of a successful partnership between the unified government of Wyandotte County, Kansas City, the Kansas Department of Transportation, the Kansas Turnpike Authority, and the Federal Highway Administration and NorthPoint Development. This effort was an outstanding example of what partnership can accomplish when state, local, and federal resources are combined with private sector investment. Since safety is the #1 priority of the department, we're particularly excited about the safety features of this new configuration with the diverging diamond interchange. This design improves safety and operations, particularly for left turn movements and trucks. This project will also add new shared use path and sidewalk from Riverview Avenue through the new interchange and connect existing sidewalks. The new pedestrian facilities will enhance mobility opportunities along Turner Diagonal, so everyone wins with this project. The project will serve the people of this economy and for many years to come. So congratulations to Kansas, and for that, I'm a Florida native, so it's a little chilly out here, so I will leave it to the experts.
All right. All right. And now I'd like to introduce our true partner in this project, Mayor Alvey from Unified Government, Wyandotte County. Thank you for your vision to bring this project home.
Thank you so much. Well, the best part about coming after the governor and Congresswoman Davids is they said all the important things. So I just want to again extend a thanks to all those who were involved in this project. The partnership between the local, the federal, the state levels, and the private investment coming in to make this project happen is truly remarkable, and it's a model for how we need to continue to move forward. I remember when this interchange, in fact, was a toll station. And it was an improvement when that was dropped because we had paid off the debt on the turnpike, at least this part of it. So that was an improvement, but this now takes us to the next level and will really satisfy our needs to 2040 and beyond. So congratulations to all those involved in this, and we look forward to even more projects moving forward, to the economic development, to the improvement of amenities for our neighborhoods. Those are the kinds of things that will continue to bring development and make Kansas City, Kansas a vibrant and great place to live. And I want to just make a couple comments. First of all, on the great work that I believe Congresswoman Davids is doing for us in Washington. I had the opportunity with other mayors today to sit down with Congresswoman Davids to talk about the needs of our region. What is it we need to continue to move forward? And she's very straightforward and honest about what the limitations are, but what also the possibilities are. So I want to thank Congresswoman Davids for continually engaging the local electeds in these conversations about what is needed for us to continue to move forward. So thank you, Congresswoman. I also want to thank Governor Kelly and Secretary Lorenz because I've had some experience in listening to what the governor's plan and Secretary Lorenz's plan is for transportation across the state of Kansas. And again, I think it's a model program. And I was commenting to the Secretary before we came out into the cold that in a way she's been left with a lot of rubble to be dealt with. But that actually now is an opportunity because of the way things have proceeded over the past several years. We have an opportunity to take that and build something new and better for the future. And I think the model that has been provided is really exactly how we need to move forward. And I also want to give a shout out, I don't believe he's here, Secretary Tolan. The interactions I've had with Secretary Tolan have been outstanding. So I want to congratulate Governor Kelly for putting together an outstanding team of individuals in her administration, because I believe Kansas is going to move forward because of the changes in administration that have occurred. I also want to give a special congratulations to the unified government staff, to our local elected officials, to the commission who has been dedicated to this project for many years now. Also, we got to remember Senator Moran, who worked this at the federal level, and of course, all those who've done anything to make this happen. And I will say to Clarkson Construction, you know what? It's cold out. Get on it. We want to get on it. If you may take Sunday off, we'll give you that. But after that, we expect to be out here moving this thing forward. And I know there are some constraints on you anyway, but thank you all for being here. We appreciate your presence.
Quick handoff, it's cold. The beauty of this project, as I said, is the public-private partnership with NorthPoint. Brent, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'll lighten the mood a little bit. This is probably the biggest thing to happen in Kansas City this weekend, this groundbreaking today. I can't think of anything that could be more important or exciting than this. This project and the grant application, I would best say, is been like a Chiefs playoff game. The first quarter started off very, very bad. We were denied. We cried. We tried again. We kept trying. I specifically want to say something about the commissioners, in particular Doug Bach with the Unified Government. I was very worried, but anytime they would call me, I said, don't worry, we got it. We're going to get it. We're going to get this project. And then I'd hang up and think, we got a lot of work to do. So thank you all for coming out. We talk about public-private partnerships a lot in this community, and the reason we talk about it in this community is because this community knows how to do it. You know, capital goes where capital's welcome. That's an old saying. Our firm firmly believes in that. This community has embraced us. They want change. They want capital investment. And they know that infrastructure is the backbone of economic development, and they've known that for a very long time. They're trying to rebuild their community and rebuild the neighborhoods, especially the area that we're in needs jobs. We were pleased to have first brought the Amazon project and that was a home run, and we were proud of it. But that was just one home run in the early innings, and now we're going to hit a grand slam with this project. So I mixed football, basketball, and historical sayings all in one speech, so I think I've done it. We plan to invest hundreds of millions into the community with this project. We're going to create a couple thousand jobs. There's no doubt that this project's going to be a success based on labor, based on logistics, and based on the Kansas and Wyandotte theory of hard work pays off, and we're there. So thank you. Congratulations. I always say this, congratulations. We're almost to the starting line, and we look forward to taking next steps on this project. So thank you.
Thanks for one last sports analogy. All right, we're almost there. I want to thank the KDOT staff, the KTA staff, and the FHWA team members who've worked so hard. This is an aggressive schedule. And I want to close by saying thank you to Clarkson Construction and to Trans Systems and to the heavy constructors. They're all primed to deliver an innovative project that's going to save us time and move freight faster. And just so that we can finish up with our last sports analogy, I'm looking to the team to get us across the finish line as we're on eyesight of the Speedway. Thanks, everybody. Be safe, and let's hope for a good weekend.